Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's Maverick here today with episode 5 of Takt Op's Destiny. So, last episode, we said our goodbyes to Lenny and Titan. Sadly, I think they were quite an interesting duo, and we didn't really get to interact with them enough, all things considered. Especially since last episode was kind of like an in-between episode. I don't really think too much really went on. Like, sure, Takt learned a little bit more about how to conduct and all that, and how to basically work with Destiny here. But still, let's see, right? Let's see. In any case, I'm guessing they are continuing their adventures. Probably also going to be meeting some other new people, some other pairings with conductors and Musicarts and whatnot. And, well, let's see where exactly in the United States they have ended up in this episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, it's the Symphonicast. September 9th, eh? So I believe last episode we were still in August, right? Oh. Yep. Takt and Destiny. Ah, it's this guy. The bad news guy. Alright, so I guess that girl's a Musicart. This dude is definitely up to something. Now, is he simply being overzealous? Or... No, I somehow think it's not as simple as that, right? I mean, the first time we saw him, during the incident that took Cosette's life, or at least caused her to become a Musicart, he definitely already gave off a lot of bad vibes. By the way, they still haven't fully explained why there are so many other D2s going around and attacking cities as well, right? You would think that if that actually happened, it'd be really hard to keep the news suppressed, and eventually people would start questioning Symphonica as well and being like, I thought you guys said that we are okay already. You lied to us, etc., etc. So that leads me to believe this is still mostly isolated incidents. I should really look this up and see if the full version of this has released yet. Oh, Valkyries, eh? Oh, but they're going to New Orleans? Up to this point, we've mostly been seeing Musicarts related with classical pieces, right? But if they are going to New Orleans, it does make you wonder whether they're going to go for a more jazzy approach to things. It's not like they don't use other genres of music here. was actually running away? Huh. Interesting. Oh, are you in like the middle of the tracks? Oh wait, it's a Symphonica. It's a Symphonica train. Yep. Schindler. No, so they're headed towards Houston first. Headed towards Texas. So they didn't. So this is actually going back all the way to the first episode, because in the first episode they were around Kansas, right? Kansas, Oklahoma. Huh. So one conductor can actually control two Musicarts? Interesting. Head commander. Well, I guess there's also that Sagan guy is a maestro, right? The Grand Maestro. Kind of true though. If you just go around pointing a weapon at people, you are quite uncivilized. through the window again? You really like to go through windows, don't you? I feel like that's a fetish at this point. So what about you, girl? I'm guessing this is the Valkyrie girl, eh? She does look like a Valkyrie. Oh, I think she accidentally she blew the rail tracks up. So some music arts can act autonomously? Actually, can you guys introduce yourselves first? It's only polite, you know. Oh, there are music arts that's completely unbound, eh? That's interesting. True. Schneider. Schindler. Schneider. Oh, okay, I see. This guy has a hero complex. No, I guess no, wait. I don't think it's quite called a hero complex. A security complex. Oh, here they come again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because we saw the opening, talking about a Valkyrie, right? So I'm guessing that girl is the Valkyrie. And when you're talking about Valkyries, obviously one of the most famous pieces of music that has Valkyrie in its name is "The Ride of the Valkyries" by Wagner. I don't think this background music is quite it though, but there's definitely a little bit. Yeah, you can definitely hear a little bit of the sounds in there. Ah, I see. So that's how the game goes, right? You are going to be a conductor going around uh, forming bonds with unbound Musicarts. Just trying to collapse the cliff. Right, so what I'm interested in is yeah, in the game setting, probably you're going around as a conductor, rolling your gachas for various music arts, forming bonds with them, I guess. Oh, is the other one coming? Oh no, just Destiny. I'm pretty sure that Schindler dude probably, if it did come down to it, he would use his music art. See? What I tell you guys? I mean, it's quite obvious. There's only one A Wagner, right? Ride of the Valkyries. Yep. Yeah, I can already see how the game is going to go here. Oh, is there still a big boss? Holy shit. Yep. Hell. Hell? Literally called hell? What the? Sure reminds me of like what was it? The Wizard of Oz? Those riders in the Wizard of Oz who have tires on their feet. Woo! Nice. Well, hey, I guess music arts take after their conductors, eh? So is he going to join Takt and the others? No, recruiting them. And then he's going to say no, and then they are going to clash again in the future. Right? Let me see, a much easier, like as a head commander, I don't think he's really using his head all that much. They already said they want to go to the New York Symphony. And obviously, you know, that is... I wonder if he knows about the Asahinas. Ah, poor Anna. Really? From Houston all the way to New Orleans? You go, girl. Oh wow, it was like a Sumire that voiced Valkyrie? Alright. Anyways, see you guys after this. Alrighty guys, so at least in this episode we kind of sort of progress the story along, right? We meet an important character who, you know, all signs point to being a big antagonist in the future, right? Maybe not specifically in any kind of dark trying to, you know, take over the world or whatnot, but, you know, he's definitely a guy with ambitions, right, who believes himself to be higher than others, and who is, quite frankly, viewing all the Musicarts as just weapons of, well, basically weapons, right? And so, you know, him taking those shipment of those black crystals, whatever thingamajigs they're called, definitely gives me the feeling that he's up to trying to utilize them and weaponize them as well. Like, again, maybe not specifically for anything inherently evil, but maybe letting his ego get the better of him and eventually causing some big problems, like maybe like causing a mass of evolved D2s to appear somewhere, right? It seems that we're walking down that kind of path, and obviously they are going to cross paths again, Schindler and Takt, but we'll see it when we get there. Now, more to the point though, I mean, well, actually, there's not really that much point. We are introduced to these important characters, and of course, we're introduced to the Valkyrie as well, or Valkyr. You know, they like to use the more German pronunciation of it. Yeah, I mean, it's quite obvious. It's a reference to the Flight of the Valkyries, you know, based on one of the most famous pieces of music from the... Is that an opera or a musical? What do you call it again? The Valkyrie, right? And with the piece of music being composed by Wagner, so hence why Takt said that at the very end there. You'd think that we wouldn't need to get to the very end of the episode to be introduced to the characters, although it was kind of spoiled because we knew the episode title was Valkyrie, so it kind of just gave it itself away, right? And obviously Valkyrie did very much look and fight like a Valkyrie, so that kind of helped things along. But I guess it's interesting that they sort of allow us to know more about the mechanics here, right? So in the past, what we've learned was that the Symphonica were basically creating these Musicarts in order to combat against the D2s. But now, I had actually always assumed that they only, you know, in the process of creating a Musicart, they will always have a conductor, like once they're ready to go out and fight and whatnot, they will always have a conductor with them, right, to to be bounded to or whatnot. But apparently that's not the case, and there are actually Musicarts that become Musicarts but still have their independence in a way, right? But the funny thing, of course, to me is that obviously I know this is going to become a game this is ultimately going to become a game franchise as well. It's a multimedia franchise, right? It has a game, it has anime, probably other derivative works as well, but in most cases the game is going to be the cash cow, the revenue generating stuff. And I was interested to know like how exactly they are going to make this game, but here, you know, a lot of things fall into place, right? And so basically all the Musicart, it's obviously going to be a gacha game, right? So you're going to be rolling for gachas, rolling for these different Musicarts that you can basically control and use to fight, right? And them saying that, okay, there's actually these various Musicarts that you can retain and form a bond with, well, that just works out perfectly, right? Now, whether or not that's going to happen in Takt's situation, I guess not. That is harder to say, right? Even though they don't really show us the end result of what happened to Valkyrie here in this episode. You know, she didn't exactly continue on with Takt and the others either, but you know, if this was a game situation, I think this would be a situation where you would be joining the party. And since in this case, though, Takt and Destiny, they have this special bond with each other, you know, I think it's more reasonable to believe that probably we aren't going to have more like Musicarts joining the party as well. It's probably still going to be these three. Takt is only interested in Destiny and Cosette and trying to revert her back to Cosette, or at least help her regain the Cosette memories lying within Destiny's body, right? So maybe we're not going to get that part of the things, but I don't know. I just got a big kick out of how this entire situation played out, and eventually how it will be within the game as well, right? Now, once again, since we do know that this is Valkyrie and it's based on the Flight of the Valkyries, they didn't really. I think I heard a few sounds, you know, during the. There was a fighting scene there where within the background music, there were like horns and you know, the brass section and whatnot. It did kind of sound similar to Flight of Valkyries. I don't think it really was a direct like you know, a direct performance of the Flight of Valkyries, but they kind of like twisted it up a little bit, right? Which is actually something that I do enjoy, you know, even though they are based on these famous works. I would be more than fine if they simply try to cram some of those motifs into original score, original background music, right? And you know, we can still hear the influences of the work that they are based on, but still it's going to be a new take on it, and one that's perhaps more suitable to what we're seeing on the screen, right? The battles, the action, and whatnot. Although here, once again, they didn't really carry the concept through, right? I keep on saying I'm expecting the climax of the episodes to actually be a portrayal of the you know, to actually be the climax of the musical piece in question as well. So if it was Flight of the Valkyries, you know, there's actually, you know, it's quite famous, right? There's these swelling passages within Flight of the Valkyries that I think would be entirely you know, it would be entirely justified to use that as a as the climax to the end of the battle here as well. I mean, I guess technically Valkyrie didn't really end anything, but I'm just saying that would have been nice, right? And as for Hell, I mean, first of all, who the hell names their music art Hell, right? Or I guess they kind of name themselves, and certainly she and that Shindo dude are a match made in heaven, right? They certainly, well, one only views Musicarts as weapons, and one certainly really does like to be viewed as a weapon here. I'm not quite sure what exact work she is based on. Like, is there a work that is directly referring to Hell? Question mark. I don't know. It's definitely kind of mysterious to me. You know, if anybody has any ideas as to what work that could be based on, I would be very, very interested, right? I mean, is there anything related to Inferno or whatnot? I mean, there's obviously books related to it, but is there actually a classical piece that's related to that? I feel like composing a piece named Hell would kind of get you into a lot of trouble, right? music of the devil and all that. Or, I mean, with hell, you probably think of the devil. With devil and classical music, you think of, what was that? Well, who was that dude again? Liszt? No, I don't think Liszt. Wait, was Liszt actually described as hell, or was it actually the or is it actually Paganini? I think actually it's Paganini, isn't it? I mean, who's supposedly gained his talents from by signing a contract with the devil and things like that, right? So I do wonder if there's maybe that motif in there, or maybe I'm just really overthinking this, and she's just called Hell for the heck of it, right? Because why not? But yeah, I didn't really hear anything specific during her scene, but it was pretty damn ass cool. I'm not gonna lie, and the way that she just was such a yandere type of character, and such a psychopathic kind of character, and she just tours around and just takes down one of those big boss D2s there. And again, she looks quite like the sort of scarecrow guys or the rollerblade guys within the Wizard of Oz, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, unique designs. I'm glad we meet some more important characters. Are we gonna see Valkyrie-chan again? Don't really know, but we will see in the next episode. And hey, they are apparently very, very close towards New Orleans now, right? So again, I'm quite interested to see how exactly they are going to portray that. Are they actually going to bring some jazz influence into this work as well, and not only focus on classical works, right? If yes, then hey, that would be pretty interesting as well. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.